Now, in the U.S., the armed occupation of a federal building at an Oregon wildlife reserve is into a fifth day. The local sheriff says some of the protesters could face criminal charges. The group inside is refusing to leave, and law enforcement are currently doing little more than standing outside, waiting. The self-styled civil militia says its actions were a last resort in response to what they describe as the U.S. government acting tyrannically towards local ranchers.
That would be for the federal government to remove its unconstitutional presence here in the county.
Well, the group now calls itself Citizens for Constitutional Freedom and is demanding federal land be put under local control. They also accuse Washington of encroachment and taking property that they say rightly belongs to ranchers. The conflict initially started as a protest in support of two locals who were convicted of arson. The case frustrated residents in Oregon who believe lands have been mismanaged. With more from the west coast of America, here's RT's Egor Piskunov.
They call it the Oregon Outback, high desert for miles and miles around. The nearest large city is a 5-hour drive away. That's how rural this place is. The Harney community where we are now is populated by about 7,000 people. There's tourism in the summer, but the main source of income all year round is ranching. Much of the land here belongs to the federal government, and the militia, which occupies it now, claims management has been poor.
We're out here because the people have been abused long enough, really. Their lands and their resources have been taken from them to the point where it's putting them literally in poverty.
About 3/4 of the land here is controlled by the federal government, which includes about 500 ranches, yet unemployment is over 11%, twice higher than the nationwide average. While many locals still remember better times.
It was a very prosperous place. I remember back in the 80s that it was a booming little community, and then the mills closed and basically everybody left.
What happened though? The resources were gone or what?
I think the bureaucrats, the lobbyists in Washington changed things for us.
Do you support the militia there now?
I think that what they're doing is a good thing as far as looking out for the people in the industry in this area. I don't know necessarily what to say about how they're doing it, but I think that the idea behind what they're doing is a good thing.
One of their main arguments is that this area has been poorly managed, and they want to change that. So you would agree that it's been poorly managed the couple of last years, decades, really?
I agree that, yes, it has been poorly managed. If you look at the fires that we have out here, a lot of that is due to mismanagement. I believe a lot of the forest industry that we don't have anymore is due to mismanagement. So, yes, I would say that they're right.
So far, neither the police nor the FBI even visited the wildlife refuge headquarters, while the occupation continues. Egor Piskunov, RT, reporting from Oregon.